This is the Priestcast. I'm Father Adam Ahern. Father Michael Kuchar, how are you?
A blessed Friday to you, Father Ahern.
To you as well.
It's a great day.
It is.
As a matter of fact, I'm here at your parish right now.
You are.
I made it down.
You did.
And we had a wonderful dinner with Father Luke as well, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
What was the name of that Irish place? O'Shea's.
H.M. Frank's O'Shea's here in Jeffersonville.
It was delicious.
Yeah, I've not had a bad meal there, and I go there all the time.
I had a chicken sandwich with pepper jack cheese and avocado.
And bacon.
Phenomenal.
I had their chicken tenders, and I was very happy.
You only ate 2 of them. You saved some for this dog.
I did save some for Bella, yes. But no, they've got a great Reuben sandwich. I've not had a bad sandwich or burger or their fish and chips are awesome.
It was very nice that we were able to do that. Father Ahern, I think you should tell the good people just a little something about this incredible. Father Ahern has just given a tour to Father Luke and myself of the newly renovated rectory and newly renovated church, neither of which is 100% done, but both of them are super, super cool. It's amazing. That church is stunning, Father Ahern.
It is very beautiful. We've done a lot of work. After a steam pipe broke in the floor, it caused us to really look at our whole church and where we want it to be in the next 5-10 years. Because if we were having to shut down for renovations anyway, we wanted to say, okay, how can we use this as an opportunity to instead of causing ourselves headaches in the future, let's fix some stuff. Let's have one big surgery and fix everything, right?
Is that so? That happened shortly after COVID shutdown. I mean, maybe 2 years later. Is that right?
About that, yeah. So it happened January of 2024.
Wow.
So for the entire year of 2024, and then up to this point, up till Easter of this year, the church had been shut down. We reopened for Sunday masses at Easter, and we're going to be restarting our weekday masses again here shortly, as soon as the temporary wall comes down and the radiators go back in.
It's funny because the last time I was here was just before Easter. It was during Lent, and there were holes in the floor of your church. It was just all torn apart 100%. And now it's like it's a masterpiece.
It's really put back together nice. It's just beautiful. And
isn't it neat to see like a building so sacred being restored to its glory?
It is. So I can really appreciate in our book when it talks about St. John Vianney doing that type of work. In his parish. I can understand his desire, and two, I can understand the process he had to go through,
and also what it means to the people.
Oh yeah,
your people are probably thrilled to have such a beautiful church.
I think so. I've actually received no complaints about the church at all.
Has the Archbishop come to bless it yet, or
he has not?
Is that you're going to wait till it's 100%?
Yeah. Well, we had some difficulty getting on his schedule.
Yes.
Because he is a very busy man. But also our altar is the altar that has been there for a long time anyway. So the altar didn't need to get re-blessed or consecrated.
Right.
So we were able to have Sunday Mass right away with that same altar.
Wow. It's amazing, Father Ahern. Let's talk about Father Vianney and how he catechized with humor. We don't often think about humor in connection with St. John Vianney.
No, because he is not known for his humor.
A lot of people, not like St. Philip Neri, for example, would be well known for his humor. Mm-hmm. But St. John Vianney, we tend to think of him as a very austere and penitential and serious kind of fellow, which he was.
Oh yeah.
But he did have a humor bone.
Okay.
And I think catechesis is very effective with humor. I think people appreciate. I always think if you can make people laugh, you can make them do anything. And
I would agree.
And you lift their spirit, not so they feel good, but you lift their spirit because it's a beautiful thing to rejoice as people of faith. Joy is the essence. Joy is, as Pope Francis said, is the gospel. The heart of the gospel is joy. Jesus came to bring us joy here and hereafter, and the cross.
Yeah.
In connection with the cross, actually.
Yes. But humor can, a good well-timed joke can really soften a difficult message.
Yes.
It can help people. It can break the tension when you're talking about a difficult topic, maybe in a homily or in a catechesis. When you're talking about something that's very emotionally charged for people.
Yes.
A good joke or a silly comment.
Yes.
Or a funny turn of phrase can really help diffuse some of the tension when emotions can get elevated during certain discussions. So being able to do that in a respectful, not making fun of people type of way.
Yes.
But just to insert a little bit of humor into your conversation really does help you be more approachable and help with the communication.
One time, I'll give you a few examples. One time, Father Vianney was walking down the street, and he was walking out of the town like he often did, and praying his rosary, and he came across a farmer who was out working. He says, "John, I didn't see you at Mass yesterday on the Lord's Day." And he said, "Well, I was really busy, Father." And he said, "Remind me, how late did your dinner party go on Saturday night?" And John said, "Oh, about 6 hours." He says, "So you have time to feast at your home, but you don't have time to feast at God's home." And it's kind of like, you could see a humor in there. He would often, like with the kiddos, he would tell them he would compare sin to like dirty laundry. And so these are just a few little humorous, little images that he would use to help catechize.
And difficult, challenging things can be said with a smile.
Yes, they can.
And with a playfulness.
Yes.
That helps convey hey, I'm guilting you, but we're still friends.
We're still friends, exactly. He was walking out and he saw these farmers talking to their oxen, and he said, "Hi guys," he says, "So you talk to the oxen, but you don't talk to God?" You could just see the people kind of laughing, but it's something that does pack a punch. Like in that, he was teaching them that if you can talk to your animals, for heaven's sakes, you can talk to God.
Right.
Like it was a teaching moment that was made possible with a joke.
Yes.
I always remember one time I was in Mexico at Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Basilica. Mm-hmm. And it was celebrating Mass, and it was only me and this other priest. And the priest that had the Mass was a priest, of course, from there. And I think he was one of the many associates they have. But he was kind of an older fellow. He says, he was so warm with the people. And he was just joking with them as he was walking. Like, they're all kind of barricaded off. You know how it is over there. Like, there's just people everywhere. But so like the priest has like a walking area where he can walk, and the people are on the sides kind of coming in on him, but prevented by the railing. Anyways, he's joking with them all. He's blessing little kids and all this. And I said, as we were walking in, I said, "Father," I said, "I really like your approach." And he says, in Spanish, he says, "With much love and with a joke. That is how we win souls for our Lord. Con mucho cariño y con una broma. Así es como ganamos almas para el Señor." I remember that when it was yesterday. I was like, that is so brilliant. With great love and with a joke. Isn't that beautiful? And I do think Father Vianney did that. And it's why you can't it's like Teresa of Avila said, "Lord, please save your church from another downcast saint." We don't want any more like those priests that are always 100% serious. People don't like them.
It's not just, you're right, because
they don't relate to them. It doesn't seem to them that they have much of a heart,
Right. But then also, if you're just serious all the time, then they think religion is serious all the time.
Yes.
Yes, faith is serious. You got to take it seriously. But you've also got to... It also has to touch all aspects of your heart, and part of being human is laughing.
Yes.
I mean, it takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown, right?
That's what they say. I went to CVS to get my new passport, and they said, this woman there, she says, now you can't smile and you can't frown in your passport photo. And I said, I don't know if I know how to frown. And I tried it out. I mean, it didn't work very well. But you're right. It's just it's so much easier and more life-giving to smile. Mother Teresa always said the same thing. She said, you want to change the world, smile. Mm-hmm. And I think Vianney, as serious and as penitential as he was, he did have
I think he's
a comical side, a joyful side. There was a joy that abided in him.
I think he's a good example of how to take religion seriously and take your faith seriously, but still have happiness and joy and to share that.
I would say, too, the purpose of his humor was not to entertain. It was to make a point.
Right, and it wasn't to belittle or demean anybody.
Yeah.
It was to challenge them and call them to God.
Yeah. Do you think, Father Ahern, that...
You're funny? No, not really.
No, that it's a good idea to begin a homily with a joke? I used to.
It's not,
and on occasion I still will.
It's not my preferred method, but I've done it from time to time.
If I have a good one that relates to the topic at hand,
mm-hmm.
or as you say, sometimes if I'm going to give a more challenging homily, just to sort of disarm the people and remind them that I love them, that I would tell something that relates in some way. But I have this book. It's actually a 4-volume set, and it's called Jokes Priests Can Tell. Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4. It's straight out of the...
Is it just one joke written over and over again?
No, actually it's not. But hardly any of them are funny. It's I think they're from the 60s or 70s. They are very old books, and I don't remember who gave them to me. But
do you know the pun that Jesus used all the time?
Tell me.
Whenever Jesus would give a parable or give an example of sowing the seeds, farming, everything like that, he would almost always end it with, and if you have ears, you ought to hear.
I like that.
So
I never thought of that in that way.
I always point that out to the kids as this is Jesus giving a pun. So you asked if I ever do jokes and homilies. So every once in a while when that comes up in a gospel, I'll throw out there a couple puns and get people going, oh, right, the dad jokes or the puns, right?
Yeah.
And then getting them all groaning, and then what? Jesus did it too, and then explain it, and then go from the God.
I have heard really, really good homilists start with Msgr Shadle. He always starts with a joke, and it's usually a pretty good one.
It can be effective, and it can help illustrate the gospel pretty well. But it's not my preferred style.
God love you, Father Ahern. Well, I think it's a good practice for us. Be joyful. Be comical.
Yes.
In our catechesis. Very good. Well, hasta luego, dude.
Amen.
St. John Vianney.
Pray for us.